Hi everybody, my name is Josh White and I'm the Technical Director at Lucas Automotive North America, and today we're going to talk about how to clock your headlights. Okay, the very first step of clocking your headlights is that when you go to take your factory bulbs out, it's going to look something like this, and a lot of them have kind of an L to them. So when you go to pull it out, you want to take notice of, is the plug going straight down? Most cars, that's the case. The plug is going to go straight down, but some cars, it comes down about 8 o'clock. Some Fords are like this, some Toyotas are like this. So the very first step is, before you take your factory bulbs out, take a picture or take a note of which direction it's going. Because when you put your aftermarket bulb in, your aftermarket bulb is going to want to be at that same angle. So that's step one. Check and see what angle the factory bulb is at. Like 99% of the time, the footprint of our bulb is going to be the same as the factory footprint. So when you take this out and then you put this in, this is already going to be at the right angle. If for some reason this is at a different angle when it's all the way seated, you're going to have to adjust the clocking. And so the clocking is some bulbs are just pressure fit. So like the L1s are just pressure fit. These ones, if you try to spin it and it's not spinning for some reason, a lot of times you just have to take this off, and then you can see that right there we have a hole, and that hole corresponds to this Allen key. So all of our lights have the Allen key. You just have to find this. You would unscrew this, and then that allows you to turn the mounting so that you can align it to the right spot, and then you can go ahead and tighten that down once it's in the right spot. So very easy. If you look at a L1, the L1 is just pressure fit, so you can actually just turn this. You can see how easy it is for me to turn this, and I can leave it wherever I need to leave it. But some of them do require the actual Allen key. And this comes with all the bulbs. If you get a bulb for some reason, a bulb set, and it doesn't come with this, I'll have my contact info up at the end of this video, and you can always call me or email, and I can get these out to you if you need them. But like I said, 99% of the time, you don't have to adjust these, but you just want to pay attention to where the factory is coming from and make sure that your new ones are matching. Okay, the very last point that I want to make is with this H13, and this H13 is it's same as the H4. This is a combo bulb. So this bulb takes care of your high beam and your low beam with one bulb. So you'll notice right away that there are 3 connectors on the harness instead of 2. So this is going to run high beams and low beams with a single bulb. So these are really common in Ford F-Series trucks. Just to name one thing, Jeeps also. Now on the Ford F-Series, when you take this out, the factory bulb is going to sit right about here, so 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So you just want to make sure, just like with the any other bulb, you want to make sure that when you take your factory one out, you're putting this one in on that same angle. Now another big thing, and I get this call a lot, is when you reassemble it, you want to test the high beams. Make sure the high beams are going up and the low beams are down low. If the high beams for some reason are shooting lower, then what you've got to do is you've got to take this out of the collar, and you have to flip it so that it's the opposite. So instead of coming down this direction, it's coming up this direction. So if you have a dual filament bulb and you're testing it and the high beams are going low, you just have to flip it 180 degrees. Now, if you have 2 of these in, say, an F-150, they should either both be this same way, or one of them is going to be like this and the other one's going to be the mirror of this. So typically they're both the same. They might be mirrored, but if you have one like this and another one like this, it's probably not going to look very good. So you want to make sure that those are both clocked correctly. You want to make sure that the high beams are going up, the low beams are going down. These collars are removable. Actually, when we ship the H13, we don't typically have the collar installed because the collar's so big. It's easier for us to box those up with the collars off. So you're probably going to install the collar first. You can just screw this right into the housing, and then you're going to slide the actual bulb in. And just check that angle, check your high beams, make sure you don't have any shadows. It's really good to park a car, at least 5 or 10 feet away from the wall, and check the light pattern before you even start, before you even take the halogens out. Check the light pattern, and then when you put these in, the light pattern should be pretty much the same, with just a bigger sweet spot, and with a lot more brightness. So I hope this video helps you, and if you have any questions, my information is up right now.